10-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
17. 17. 12. 12. Start left here.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff escaping the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play that time for the Rams. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods from 10 yards out. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, let's go.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, it's Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here we go.
The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Going for the deep ball. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Left. Ready. Right 25. Ready, set.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Get ready. Get ready.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be fourth and long.
Hey, Tuesday. 21. 22.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The penalty. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. And
he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
12, 17, 17.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run, Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Freeman again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
54, south. Wait.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Another carry now for Gurley. A beautiful fake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll get it up the middle. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Falcons going to use...
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got this picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my swag. Dubai tag on. Now I got it in the bag. Now I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Dubai tag on. Now I got it in the bag. Now I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, how to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex on her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. More, look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New all this parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Yeah, we like, your girl has been calling for days. I get it in different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare, or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tell tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoot. America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And now running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
82-40.
They run with Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets past one man. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finds a seam inside the 40. It's complete to Chris Conley. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And going deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is Ajayi. And an alley to run. Ajayi's got to go. 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 68 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it. Hit the 15. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. He's going to get it running right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But
well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On play action, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He juked him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down in the first half, I might say, down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And now running right through it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Left. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar in the final.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us.
Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game. Obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now it's a giant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Wentz. collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. A great move, couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Left. Ready. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Great.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Hang in there now. Let's go.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. Room to run again. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z. So.
Now here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They run it again with Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Rolling to his right. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 33 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Sproles, the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. 37.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's complete to Golden Tate, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Ajayi. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Eluding and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in shoes, never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all always
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there. The move. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Bree's going to throw. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Kill! Ready! We're waiting!
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
Now Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bannon with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey from 19 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ready. We're waiting. Check, check, check.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn's gonna go. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are back within a score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready. We're waiting.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Ready for sight.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. play. Kamara. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From midfield, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. You waiting?
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Under.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. It's complete to Golden Tate. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. A very solid gain of 27. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He's going to get it running right. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. 74. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready? We're ready?
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On Play action. Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. We're waiting.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, easy. Ready. You ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Ajayi stops short on 4th and goal, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze now. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run again with Ajayi. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ready? We ready?
Now a toss going left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
To throw is Wentz. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brees. He'll let it fly in the direction. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Brees to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
11. Check. Got it. Check, go get him. Okay. 58, boys, 58.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Randy McLeod. And a great return as he's up